For many, many years, the annual Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation Convention has been held in New Orleans every summer. This year was the second year in a row that we didn't gather at the Marriott on Canal with our friends and Farm Bureau family from across Louisiana. In this week's Ag Minute, our friends at the Southern Food and Beverage Museum highlight one of their artifacts built for gathering, and it happens to be one of the oldest bars in the city of New Orleans.
Hello and welcome back to the Southern Food and Beverage Museum. I'm Brent Rosen, Museum President, and today you are joining me at our Brunswick Bar. What is a Brunswick Bar, you might be asking yourself, and for those of all who have seen maybe a Brunswick pool table or a Brunswick bowling alley, that's the same company. But back in the 1800s, Brunswick made everything for a tavern. It included the pool tables, the bar, the billiard alley if you had a little billiard alley, even things down to like the holders for pool cues and things like that. This particular bar is actually the second oldest bar in New Orleans. The oldest bar, for those of you who are wondering, is at Two Jocks, which is downtown on the French Quarter. But this bar itself was installed at a restaurant called Brunnig's on the lakefront here in New Orleans. And unfortunately, Brunnig's was completely destroyed during Hurricane Katrina. They were under at least 15, probably 20 feet of water, as was this bar. When Brunnig's decided not to come back, the bar was salvaged and eventually donated to us, which was really great for us, other than it came to us in 172 pieces with no instructions. After a couple of really interesting days, kind of fitting things together and playing with it like Legos, we were able to get it installed so that now we can enjoy the bar as an artifact. But even more than an artifact, very recently we were able to get our liquor license, and now as the Museum of the American Cocktail is part of our collection, you can come to the museum and sample a classic cocktail with a real inspiration of cocktail history that we show here at the museum. So come and see us, enjoy a cocktail, and thanks again for joining us for this Ag Minute.
As you heard, you can visit and have a drink at that old Brunswick bar at SoFab next time you're in New Orleans. While you're there, you can learn a lot more about the food and culture we love to celebrate here in Louisiana. You can plan your trip by heading over to our website at twilatv.org. Well, that does it for this edition of Twyla. Be sure to join us next time when Jennifer Finley will bring us a brand new Field to Feast. Until then, you can watch all of our stories online at twilatv.org, and be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram. You can also find all of these stories and much more on our YouTube channel. So be sure to subscribe to us and turn on the notifications so you know exactly when we put out new content. For all of us here at Twyla, thanks for joining us. We hope to see you again right here next week.